help people with their false perception of divinity. Okay, because when I say, they murdered Jesus, they murdered Peter, they murdered Paul, right? You're like sitting there going, yeah, okay, yeah, they murdered. In order for someone to be resurrected, they have to be murdered, right? Otherwise, they're not resurrected. Right? It's just give them a drill instead, okay, And so he was murdered and then he was resurrected, right? So if the Mormon Church and Parsons Aeronautics got together with the Higgs boson collider people and got stuff for it and invented a wormhole and put it in a space station you didn't know about and retrieved Jesus and put in and did stem cell cloning research therapies on him and then took him to the year 3000. Okay. Does that still, do you still believe in Jesus' truth and you have faith in God? Okay. Now, if I kill you and then I clone you, does that make you God or me God? Technically, it makes me God, right? Because I kill you and then I clone you. So I resurrected you. I took your life and I gave it back to you. So technically, I'm God. You're just Mickey 17, right? Now, if I commit suicide and other people clone me because I tell them to and they do, does that make me God? Okay. Now, God's omniscient and omnipotent, the essence of all existence, all creation, right? What does that have to do with the physical body being given life by the glory of God? Do you understand? Okay, so your perception of divinity and your perception of God is askew if you're placing it on the physical self. Okay, you crying over this clay? Why have you forsaken me? Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Do you understand divinity better now? Because I get that in my head all the time, especially when I say a video and I say, they killed Jesus, they killed Peter, they killed Paul. No, it's Jesus, they didn't kill Jesus. In order to be resurrected, you have to be killed. It's a requirement, right? But if I kill you and then I clone you, does that make me God? If I kill myself and other people clone me, does that make me God? You got to understand the world you live in now and the people that you're dealing with. Why Donald Trump is such a cocky asshole. Why Joe Biden was such an inconfident wackadoodle. Why Barack Obama couldn't tell the truth if you held a gun to his fucking head. Okay? Why Putin is still Putin. Why XI is still XI. Why Kim is still Kim. While the Saudi royal family is still the Saudi royal family. While the British royal family is still the British royal family. Do you understand the assholes that you live with, Professor Moriarty? Dr. Frankenstein, right? Are they going to clone Peter Boyle and Madeline Kahn? Does that make the people that clone them God? Okay, do you understand the world you live in? What you think you believe in and what is given to you and what you're living with? Okay? Kids are cute out there on the ice skating rink. They're ice skating. They're so cute. They're cute. Oh my gosh, they're cute. Look at their cuteness. Oh, they're very cute. One little girl's in a BYU hoodie. They're cute. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Yeah, they really are. There's a little guy, Jose Garcia. Destination El Paso, who's saying this is the best, east of the Pacific, right? It's the best Christmas celebration you'll have. There's so much to do here. They set up a lot of things for people to do. A lot of people get into this thing and they feel festive. And because I was listening to one of them car commercials and they did the 12 Days of Christmas thing to it. And I'm like, so I'm getting in my head, Earl, what? It's like, Earl, that's an aristocratic thing about... Yeah, I never did like that one very much. I think I liked Kate... No, that's Kate Thompson's Jingle, but I think I liked... I didn't like it at first, the one of Andy Williams. On the first day of Christmas, a song for the Christmas tree, all their good wishes, which is actually, Kiss for One and All, some mistletoe. That one's actually better, because it's more realistic. The other one is like eight lords a leaping, nine maidens milking. I was like, what the fuck? It's a rich people thing, turning Christmas into, on the first, a partridge in a pear tree. And so you listen to it and it's like, it's kind of it's aristocratic. And yes, it's just very aristocratic. Is that anything to do with Aristotelian? Don't know, don't care. Okay. No, because Aristotle basically said that, it is very Aristotelian. All right. Because Aristotle believed in the thing about the talented tenth with Plato, that people need to be the leaders and that they're talented. And that's not true. If you teach people properly, because it's right, and people are capable to accept righteousness because they're not abused by those people that think they're better than them or more elite than them or authority over them, then ariete, Greeks, ariete. Joe Dum can rise. It's not rising to the occasion. You don't have to rise to the occasion because you don't have to stop Xerxes and his Persians at the pass because you teach them the Lord's Prayer too and they live it. Isn't that wonderful? Gifts for one and all, some mistletoe, and a song for the Christmas tree, right? Hey, I'm mostly German here. For my grandma's migration thing, a lot of time in Germany, lots of German and Spanish. Yeah. Grandma has a real affection towards Germany. The nobles from the it'd be hard, because you spend a long time in Spain where they give you sanctuary and you're safe there, and then everything, here comes the Inquisition and all that bullshit. And it was hard. It wasn't easy in Spain during the occupation of the Moors and stuff. No, it was not hard. There was have you read Othello? Are you familiar with the life of and the stories of El Cid and stuff? So it was not easy. It's not easy living in Spain now. Macho bullshit, bureaucracy, Spain and its own cloning and fucking, and a song for the Christmas tree. So it's hard, right? Dumb Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. I got him in prayer in the barn. It's like, as I mentioned, okay, you and your sexual charisma. You do know, if I had ever played professional soccer, you would have not have been able to score if I decided, even when I was old, no, you ain't scoring. You ain't get the ball. No. You throw a header in here, I'm in excellent shape. Yeah, I have all the best stuff from my professional soccer team from Manchester United here. No, you're not even getting a header. No, I'm going to jump over you. Just call it a game and see if your teammate's going to win it for you. As you're not going to be able to keep up with me, and I'm going to score on you, or I'm going to get the pass to the right guy. I decided to play soccer. Oh, Brian wanted to talk me into playing. You'd be better than Flipperfoot. And I was always really good at soccer. Nick Becker tried to talk me into it. His dad was a consulate type person, like Steve Kerr. Yeah. I liked Nick. Yeah. No, I got along with most of those type of kids, and that's the part that people, yeah. The kids here at Mayfield, I loved Mayfield, and most of it was because of all the kids at White Sands, and the aristocrats and and their kids. Me and their kids got along great. They were intelligent. That's why I always wanted to live in a small college town. That's why I do all the stuff when I finally end up connecting. I connect to all the big cities, and then I go right back to small college town because it turns down the noise in my head, and I can focus on people that, like when I do see those commercials with that guy about the rocket jet fuel, it pisses me off. It's like, okay, Lord's Prayer first. Then if you need to put a rocket in space, do it. If not, I'm going to fucking have your own robot kill you. Okay? You don't think I can do it? I don't want to do it, but I can, and I will. Like Lord Saladin. And David and Jesus with the Romans. David with Goliath. Jesus defeated the Romans. Yeah, he did. You guys may have Caesar's palace and betting and all that shit and everything like that, but people don't pray to that comedian who plays Caesar on your DraftKings or whatever it is for world peace and their children to be safe from perverts and mass murderers and asteroidal impact. They pray to my grandma's line. The Holy Grail and Ark of Covenant. The reason why the Holy Grail is so important is because she gives birth to the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, she didn't give birth to the Ark of the Covenant. She'd be just another woman giving birth to another man who wants a credit score and wants to win the dick measuring contest. Yeah, The Holy Grail is a very important human being. Have you ever read Ivanhoe? Why didn't great Ridley Scott do a movie on that, right? Because he's an arrogant, pretentious asshole. That Moses movie he did really Christian Bale pissed me off all the hell and back. And that the one they did about Noah, that one pissed me off. Like, oh God, I can't watch those stupid fucking propaganda bullshit. Oh God, it's like an egotistical perception. It's like, fuck, seriously? So your ego's gonna throw up all over screen, and we're still not living the Lord's Prayer. Okay, fucking troglodyte. You know that? You sound like Doc of King Curtis on, Asbestos on. Yeah, only I'm right. Goddamn troglodytes. They are. Egotistical troglodytes. They're horrible people. You cannot look. Okay. Adolf Hitler was an egotistical troglodyte. Okay. Louis Farrakhan was an egotistical troglodyte. Okay. And he really was. I think the main reason why people in Malcolm's family will say that is because they're afraid they'll be murdered by business partners and stuff like that. I think they feel the same way I do about Louis Farrakhan. Okay. That they've got no use for him. He's a horrible human being. Okay. You can't blame it all on the CIA. You can lead a horse to water. You can't make it drink. We can't get them to do anything they want to do. And we can program it like we're programming a video game, Parsons. Right? Sirhan. No. So if you get somebody to do something, no, you're just going to have to kill me. And you're just going to have to kill all my family. Because my family won't murder John Fitzgerald Kennedy for you or Bobby Kennedy for you. Because they are good people and you are not. So I just as soon kill you for free and you wouldn't have to train me to kill you. Okay? Like on that movie with Jet Li. What's the name of that movie? With the assassin and what was the name of that stupid movie? Permission to execute. Tarantino, oh, you Dios mío, 7 Samurai, my ass. Look, but it's like, Kill Bill. He killed you, Bill. Now you're no longer a law. There you go. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm fixing quantum computing and artificial general intelligence. Right? And so you guys need to understand who you're living with, what they're doing, what they're capable of. They're not capable of doing it. They're doing it. They've already done it. I already got that in prayer and meditation and stuff and knew. And then when I went to Sierra Vista in 2006 and started watching them, feeling, I was like, oh, dang, and having all this conversation. I was like, no, they've already done all this stuff. Okay. So if I kill you and I clone you, does that make me God? Right? If I kill myself and other people clone me, does that make me God? Do you understand? That's insane. It is. God's omniscient and omnipotent, the essence of all existence. We have natural laws to have holy covenants and live through faithfully loving each other through the faithful covenants given to us by the glory of God. This is not an invention. This is a humble submission to understanding. A greater than self. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Like the one Chuck guy said on the Neil deGrasse Tyson, space doesn't care. It's like, no. Right. Because space isn't a physical body of a human being. Say, you hurt my feelings. I don't care how I hurt your feelings. Fuck you, bitch. You're a cunt. You're a fucking slut. Okay. Space doesn't, that's not space, and then Watkins, nature abhors a vacuum. Isn't space kind of a vacuum? Doesn't nature can't exist as we know it without it? If you know what I say? Stop fucking with the wormholes and shit like that. Oh, wormholes are a bad idea. Okay? Do you understand? You're just trying to circumvent something to manipulate something because you fuck something up. Didn't you pay attention with Galaxy Quest? God, you guys are so fucking dumb. When you do things right and you observe nature and you follow nature, things will take their natural course. And when that time comes for the tree to die, it falls over and it dies, right? It doesn't try to clone itself. It technically its clone is that apple that fell down, and then when everything's right in nature, then here's a little apple tree. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Do you understand? That's the knowledge of the apple. It's held from us. Yeah, by all the Sadducees and the Pharisees that turned Jesus into a cartoon character that you think is your God, right? I don't care. if you think I'm a liar and don't like me. Okay, I'm telling the truth and I'm right and you're wrong. Okay? I care about you and your family, and I want you to live the truth and be right and be good and stop being wrong. Okay, so I do care about you, but I can't care if you say, I hate that person, I wish he was dead. Eventually I will die. We all die. Okay? But do you want to murder me, or do you want to love me and then death do us part, and then love my children and my children love your children the same way Jesus loves you and the same way I love you? Right? We'll talk later. All right, peace.